So the guy who allegedly got Tyler Herro punched in the face by a former teammate finally showed his own face. Well, kinda, because instead of just straight up raw dog in the interview, my dog came out there with a mask on that looks like Darth Vader lost a bet and ran his voice through a voice changer like he was getting ready to drop the location of a cartel stash house, then topped it off by sitting in front of a backdrop of the Golden Gate Bridge. Bro, I can't make this stuff up. Big dog, it's an Instagram burner account. It's not like y'all was exchanging top secret information or nothing. But on a serious note, it's all jokes because we understand that my man just wants to keep his anonymity because we know there's some real weirdos out there that like to threaten people and just do all types of unsettling things, man. So I totally respect what he's doing. And hey, I probably would have done the same thing. And we're going to talk about what he did and all of that stuff in 1 second. But before we get started, make sure y'all like the video and comment y'all thoughts down below because y'all already know we're trying to go with this thing to the moon, Atlas. Hey, and if nobody told you guys this today, y'all my brothers, my sisters, my family, love each and every last one of y'all. All right, so quick recap for anybody who might have missed the original chaos. Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo got into it in the locker room, allegedly over some DMs that Herro was sending to rando burner accounts from his burner account, talking trash about teammates, hyping himself up, the whole nine, man. And we all know how the story ends. Allegedly, Bam didn't appreciate it, and he bopped him. Fast forward to now, and via the Daniel Lebatard show, my man wanted to give his side of the story. So he suited up, masked up, put on the voice changer, got that backdrop ready, and said what he had to say.
And I came up on his burner, and I commented retire Ho, pretty much. And then he commented back, telling me that he's just getting started, this, that, this, and like his career is gonna be great. And then he hopped in my DMs, like making fun of me. And then we were going back and forth for like months. I would every time he had a bad game or something like that, I'd tell him he's terrible. Miami's gonna be better when he's gone. Stuff like along those lines. And he would, anytime he had a good game, he would hop in my DMs like drop dogs, talk about how nice he was, and this, that, this. He needs the team to be built around him and things of that nature. And then the particular message about Bam, he had a terrible game the game before, and I was telling him how bad he was, and then he's like, everyone's worried about me, but there's a guy making 60 million, and then he started to go in on them.
So you were basically taunting him for months with retire Ho?
Yeah, but basically like that, like the particular Bam message, he had a bad game, and I said to him, so how many more years until you're in China? 2029? And then he got mad, and then started going back and forth with me from there.
So how long would you, if you had to guess, how many months were you going back and forth with Tyler Herro?
Probably, I'd say since like around like December.
So as you can see, this wasn't just a one-sided hater relationship where somebody hops in your DMs and is just talking to themselves. This was a codependency. And actually, there's a lot more. My man also had this to say.
Were there times that he was reaching out to you after good games that you weren't even reaching out to him?
Yeah, like there's one time where he had like a 30-point game, but we lost. And he was on a flight to Philly, and like he hit me with a bunch of dots. And then I said, there's no way you're thinking about me after you just dropped 30.
Was there ever a point where you were saying to yourself, why is an NBA player even having these conversations with me?
Yeah, and then I think it was because like he would always laugh about like the way like I talked to him. I think he just found me funny, so he would just go back and forth with me. But I found it crazy, and sort of like all my friends who I showed them to. But I've been watching Heat for like 20 years since I was a kid. Like they've been my favorite team. So like my friends, the only player that I've ever disliked on the team, he's not him as a person, just his game. I always kept it on his game, and they were just found it crazy that he was interacting with me.
I can't lie to y'all, bro. This is almost unbelievable. So you're telling me that Herro drops 30, literally on a flight to Philly, and still finds time to hit a stranger in the DMs with a string of texts? You can't make this stuff up, man. Like, bro is at 30,000 feet on airplane Wi-Fi dropping essays in a stranger's DMs from his burner account, dog. Like, come on, bro. And like I said, you cannot put a price on safety, so I don't blame a man at all for doing the interview in a manner where he couldn't be identified. But I'd also be lying if I said that this didn't feel somewhat like one of those old 2020 protective custody joints where the person has to do the interview because the information has to get out, but they just don't want anybody to know who they are. And so to recap, we have an alleged scuffle that allegedly happened on a practice court, allegedly caused by burner account beef that lasted months, revealed by somebody who's doing the best whistleblower cosplay. I think that about sums it up. Well, the NBA offseason has been undefeated up to this point, and I can't wait to see what we got next, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all next time. Till next time. It's your boy Jay Easy, aka Fresh from the Barbershop, BK the People's Champ.
Godspeed.